Hi, this is Nick. In this video, I'm sharing how to create a calendar view only using the native matrix visual. No third-party visuals required. The calendar has conditionally formatted backgrounds, displays both KPIs and comments, and can be filtered by week numbers and month. The first step is to set up the data. We have the raw data table that has the date and volume. We also have another comments table that has comments by date. The very first step is to connect those two tables with date column being the unique identifier. Once you have connected the two tables individually, then in Power BI, go to Model View, select the date column from the raw data table, drag and drop it onto the date column on the comments table. Then in the pop-up window, make sure you select both as the cross-filter direction and make this relationship active, and then save. Now the two tables are connected with the date column. Now in the raw data table, we need to create 5 more new columns. First new column is for the weekdays. Using the highlighted DAX function, this column determines how the weekdays, like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, are displayed in the final calendar view. Then we need to create another column for month. That determines how months are displayed in the filter to select specific month. And the third new column we need to create is the week number. And that's the column we will use for the week number filter. And then create another column for year. And that's needed for the year filter. And one more column for adjusted week numbers. Because what happens is that Power BI considers the last 4 days of 2025 as week 53. And we want to change them back to week 1 for the next year, because those 4 days are part of the week 1 of 2026. That's why we use a switch function to make those adjustments. If you prefer to keep week 53 as is, then you don't need to create this column. Then in step 3, we need to create a week table. Go to New Table, then put in the formulas, which will generate a list of numbers from 1 to 53, incrementing by 1. And then under the same table we just created, create a new column for week number with line breaks. Unit chart 10 means a line break, meaning going to the next line. And we're adding line breaks before and after the week numbers so that each row will look wider and have enough space to display week numbers. And then select or click on the column we just created for week number with line break. Go to Sort by Column, and then select Value, meaning the week number with line break column is ordered based on the value column. And that's exactly what we want to see in the final calendar view. And then go to Model View, select the adjusted week number from the raw data table. Drag and drop it onto the value column in the week table. Make sure the cross-filter direction is set to both. And now we have connected the two tables. And then using the highlighted formulas, we need to create another table for weekdays. The weekday column has the weekday names from Sunday to Saturday, and the weekday sequence has their orders. If your week starts with Monday, then just change the formula so that Monday will be number 1 and Sunday will be number 7. Otherwise, in our example, Sunday will be number 1. Now select or click on the weekday column, then go to Sort by Column, select Weekday Sequence, meaning the weekday column is ordered based on the sequence column. And that's exactly what we want to see in the final calendar view. Then go to Model View, select the weekday column from your raw data, drag and drop it onto the weekday column in the weekday table, and set cross-filter direction to both. Now the two tables are also connected. On step 5, we need to create another table called month table, which has two columns, the month names and the sequence of the month. That will be used for the month filter in the report. From step 2, in the raw data table, we created a month column. Make sure the spelling or the abbreviations of the month in the month table matches what we have in the raw data table. For instance, January is always JAN in both columns, and February is always FEB in both columns. And in the month table we just created, select or click on the month column, then go to Sort by Column and Sort by Month Sequence. Meaning the month names will be ordered based on the sequence column, and that's exactly what we want from the month filter. And then go to Model View. In the raw data table, select the month column, drag and drop it onto the month column in the month table, and change the cross-filter direction to both. Now the two tables are also connected with the same month column. Step 6. In the raw data table, let's create a measure for a KPI. In this video, we're calculating the sum of the volume, and this KPI will be present in the final calendar view with conditional formatting, showing red if it's below the target or green if it's above the target. And then step 7, in the raw data table, we also need to create another new measure that combines date, KPI, and comments. And eventually we will put this one single measure into the final calendar view. Let's check out the DAX functions one by one. First, we need to create a variable called selected date. It uses selected value to retrieve one date at a time. And please replace the raw data date with your own date column. And then create another variable called day formatted to set up the format of the dates in the final calendar view. Right now it is set up as Feb 03, but please feel free to change that to your preferred date format. And we continue to create another variable to take the volume KPI for each day. Please replace the volume KPI with your own KPI measure. And for the format, we set it up as the percentage with one decimal point. But please feel free to change the format for your own data. And then we create another variable to grab the comments for each day. Again, please replace it with your own comment column. And then for the text alignment, we're creating two more variables for the red padding and the center padding. They're used to calculate the padding and the spacing needed for text alignment in the calendar view. You do not need to change the unichart 160 because 160 represents a non-breaking space. But please feel free to change the 20 and 10 to a slightly larger and smaller number. Now we need to return a super long formula to bring date, KPI, and comments together. First, put in the red padding and date formatted so that in the calendar view, the dates will show up on the top right corner. And then in Power BI, press Shift and the Enter key at the same time to go to the next line to continue the function. And then put in two unichart 10 as the line breaks, meaning between the dates and the KPI numbers, we will have a blank line in between. And then put in the center padding and your KPI so that the KPI numbers will show up in the middle. And finally, put in two unichart 10 for the line breaks and your comment to display the comments at the very bottom. Now you can delete the red padding as well as the and sign so that the dates will show up on the top left corner if that's what you preferred. Or you can change it to center padding so that the dates will display in the middle. Now as a recap, here are all the formulas for this measure. In summary, make sure you replace those three sections with your own columns and KPI measures. Then select your own formats to display dates and KPI numbers, and do not change unichart 160, and maybe change the 20 and 10 to 22 or 12. And do not change the formulas right there, please leave them as they are. And finally, you can change the red padding to center padding or vice versa. Now we can start to create the calendar view. First, create a new matrix visual. And then under the week table we created before, select week number with line breaks and put it on the rows. And then in the weekday table we created, select weekday and put it under columns. And finally, in the raw data table, select date, KPI, and common measure, put it under values. Then go to format your visual, turn off both column subtotals and row subtotals. And the calendar will look like this right now. On the rows, rename it to week/day to change the name of the top left corner. And then go to Layout and Style presets. Change style to none. Then go to Values. Change the font and text color. You probably will notice something weird for week 1 and week 2. That's because it's showing more than 1 year of data right now, and we only want to display 1 year at a time. So we need to add in a filter. Put the year column from the raw data table. Then go to Format your visual, Slicer settings, select vertical list, and then under selection, choose single select. Again, please remember that our calendar view is only showing 1 year of data at a time. Now let's apply the conditional formatting for the background. Under Values, click on that drop-down right next to the date, KPI, and common measure. Select Conditional Formatting, and then Background Color. And select Rules for the format style. And then based on the volume KPI measure, make sure we select the volume KPI measure, not the date KPI and common measure. And then set up the rules with corresponding background color, and click on OK. Now the matrix visual should look like this, and let's make it even better. First go to row headers, change the background color and alignment, and then go to column headers, change the background color and alignment for the column headers. Then under grid, turn on both horizontal and vertical grid lines. And then add in another filter for the month, and put the month column from the month table in there. Now, if I select 2 months of data, I will see a bunch of blank weeks or rows, but actually I want to remove them. So one more step. Under your raw data table, create a new measure for blank values of each row. Then replace the raw data with your own table. And replace volume KPI with your own KPI measure. Again, not using the date KPI column measure. And replace the week number with your own week number in the raw data table. Now select the calendar matrix visual. Open up the filters panel. Select the blank values of each row measure we just created, and drag and drop it onto Add Data Fields here for filters on this visual. Change that contains to is, type in keep, and then apply filter. Now the calendar view is only showing the corresponding weeks based on the selections of the month filter. Enjoy Power BI and have fun!